What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ken's Movie Experience, Episode 8, the place where you come to talk about movies for as long as you want. It is Sunday night. I am live. It's February the 28th. It's going to be March tomorrow. It's crazy how quickly this month went by, but welcome. Welcome to my weekly live stream. Now, first things first, can everybody hear me okay that's in the chat right now? Because I am using my new Blue Yeti mic. So I'm hoping that it works correctly. For some reason, when I plug this thing in, I don't hear any sound coming from my computer. So we got two people in here that I see that I notice. Familiar faces. Sam the man is here. He says, "Hi, Ken. What is up, Sam? How are you doing tonight?" 4K Corner is here. He says, "Hi," or "Hey, Sam and Ken." So yeah, welcome everybody to Ken's Movie Experience on Sunday nights. Let's see. 4K Corner said every movie. Wow, this might be a long ranking. I'm ready. So I guess I should have clarified. This isn't every single movie that I've ever seen in my entire life, because that would be one hell of a long string that I don't think at this point in time that I am prepared to deliver to you guys. But this will be every single movie that I watched in the month of February. It's going to be a little bit of a weird, strange kind of list, because I'm not only going to include the movies that were new in the month of February, or like even new this year or last year, but I'm also going to include movies from like the 30s, the 80s, just some first time watches, some movies I rewatched, just everything I watched in the month of February, I'm going to rank. So like ranking these movies together like classics against movies that just came out 2 weeks ago felt kind of awkward and strange, but I managed to pull it off okay, I think. So yeah, but if you follow me on Letterboxd, you'll see that I do. I've been doing a pretty good job this year so far of keeping track of every single movie that I have watched the entire year. So yeah, guys, first things first, this is Ken's Movie Experience, Episode 8. I'm going to show off my Blu-ray haul for the month of February this month, too, because it's the end of the month, and I don't really have time in my schedule as far as like videos to do a Blu-ray haul. So I thought I would just do it on the show and maybe clip it out later and put it like in a separate category or something. So I'm going to be showing off my Blu-rays here in a second. But you know how I like to start off these streams most of the time. Just what have you guys been watching? What have you guys been enjoying? Did you watch the latest episode of Wandavision? Did anybody watch that abomination that was Tom and Jerry on HBO Max over the weekend? I'll be talking about that a little bit later. So definitely give me your thoughts on that if you saw it. I didn't get a chance to watch Cherry. I did want to see it, but then once I heard all those mediocre reviews start rolling in about it, I wasn't in any rush to watch it. And I only have like a select amount of time over the weekend. I work all weekend. The last 3 days, I've worked like 43 hours in 3 days. So I have a very limited amount of time when I get off of work to come home and watch stuff. So Friday night, I thought it'd be a fun movie to watch with the kids. So I watched Tom and Jerry. Poor choice right there. And then Saturday night, I watched WandaVision with my son. So yeah, I haven't watched Cherry yet. Hoping to watch it either tonight or maybe tomorrow. But I've heard some good things, but also some pretty bland, mediocre things as well. So let's see. You got Sam the man in here says you got this. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate those words of encouragement to start my night off with. He says, yes, I hear you. Okay, good. Just let me know, if you don't at any point in time, because I'm just hoping that I didn't really get a chance to test this out. 4K Corner says, hear you okay. Awesome. 4K Corner said Tom and Jerry dead last. It might be. It might be dead last, but we'll get to that later. So I'm going to do the Blu-ray haul kind of in the beginning. And then I'm going to talk about WandaVision a little bit. And then I'm going to do my ranking of everything February. Just kind of a casual show. I just kind of wanted to keep things a little free and loose tonight, May answer any of you guys' questions. If you got any questions for me, leave them in the comments. We'll talk about something, whatever you guys want to talk about. The Golden Globes are tonight. They're going on right now. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. I'm never really as interested in the Golden Globes as I am the Oscars. I usually get pretty hyped to watch the Oscars. I don't know about how hyped I'll be this year just because of the past year in movies, but Golden Globes has never really been my thing because it kind of just seems like a little bit of a joke. I don't mean to slight against the Globes, but it's like a big party, and like movies that shouldn't be getting nominated for any awards show ever are getting nominated. So it's kind of weird. But so far, you got Daniel Kaluuya, the Best Supporting Actor for Judas and the Black Messiah, which I think is well deserved. He was excellent in that movie. Maybe the best I've seen him outside of Get Out. I would say it's his second best performance. So I do like him in Get Out a little bit better. And Soul won Best Animated Movie, which Soul's awesome. So I'm glad Soul won it Best Animated Movie. V the Media Maniac said, "Hey Ken, I really watching these movies experience videos. Glad you're here joining us live, man. I don't think I've seen you here live before, but I'm glad you're enjoying the replays." Here live, whatever way you want to enjoy Ken's movie experience, whether you're here live, whether you're watching on the replay, I appreciate the support from wherever it's coming from. Basic Entertainment is in the house. He says, "Yo, what's good, Ken? Hope your day is going great. Can't wait for tomorrow." Yeah. So he is referencing the fact that I am going to be on Basic Entertainment's channel at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow to talk about some WandaVision. So I'm super excited about that. Because as you know, we've been talking about WandaVision every week. I enjoy the show. It's a good show. So I'm happy to be over there tomorrow to be talking to Basic Entertainment about WandaVision. V the Maniac Man said, "Hey, Ken," or V the Media Maniac. Sorry, don't mean to butcher your name, Media Maniac. "Hey, Ken, I really enjoy your movie experience videos." Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Always appreciate you watching. Patrick Coran is here. He says, "Hello. What is up, Patrick? How are you doing tonight?" Let's Talk Nerd is in the house. Hello. He is taking a break from his Halo streams to come join us here tonight. So yeah, definitely give him a follow if you like video games and Halo and that kind of stuff. He does a lot of those types of streams. And Sam the Man, Ken, what's your predictions for the Oscars? Are you talking about as far as nominations? I don't think they've done the nominations yet, but if I had it my way, we'll talk about it a little bit later. But Nomadland is like the best movie I've seen since 1917. So in my opinion, Nomadland should take like almost everything except for Best Actor, because there's not really a Best Actor in that film, or Best Supporting Actor. But definitely Best Actress, Frances McDormand. Best Cinematography, Best Direction by Chloe Zhao. Should definitely win. Hands down. She was the best. That was the best directed film of the year. So all the people that want to cry about representation and female representation in the best director category, if she doesn't not even just get nominated, but win, she should win. Absolutely win for that movie. It was the best directed film all year. It's a disgrace. So definitely Nomadland should sweep. Soul, which won Best Animated Film at the Golden Globes tonight, should win for sure the Best Animated Film. Although I haven't seen Wolfwalkers on the Apple TV Plus, so maybe I'm speaking out of turn there. But Soul was definitely the Best Animated Film of the year. Sorry, Onward. Let's see. The Lady from I Care a Lot just won. Yeah, so I got Rotten Tomatoes page pulled up on the Instagram. I can share that, and maybe we can look at some of the winners so far before I get any further here. Let's see. Let me see if I can share that with y'all real quick, and not bring the whole stream down in the process. All right. Okay. You guys see that? All right, so Rosamund Pike, yeah, she just won Best Actress, Motion Picture, Musical Comedy. I'm fine with that, to be honest, as long as it's a musical comedy. She did a good job in the movie. I just didn't really dig the film that much. Best Comedy TV Series, Schitt's Creek. I don't know if anybody watches Schitt's Creek. It's I watched like the first 3 episodes. It was entertaining. I just didn't feel the need to continue for some reason. I'll get back to it at some point, though. Best Actor, Television Comedy, Jason Sudeikis. From what I hear, that's a really good show, Ted Lasso, so probably deserved. You got Best Actress, Television Drama, Emma Corrin, The Crown. I watched like the first 5 episodes of The Crown with my wife. And by the way, for those of you all that may have missed it, I did a live stream with my wife the other night. We talked about our 10 favorite TV shows of the year. So hopefully we get to do some more live streams together in the future, because that was really fun. And Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk himself, won for Best Actor for I Know This Much Is True. That's another one that I need to watch. Soul, of course, Best Animated. Daniel Kaluuya for Best Supporting Actor. Finn from Star Wars, John Boyega, won for Small Axe, Best Supporting Actor Television. And Catherine O'Hara, who's like my favorite actress of all time. So very happy she won, even though I don't watch the show. She won Best Actress for Television Comedy. So looks like they're off to a good start over there at the Golden Globes for sure. So we'll wait and see what happens. But Nomadland should definitely win. It should definitely win, hands down, in my opinion. We got, let's see, Rev 4K. Oh, we got some other people in here. The Media Maniac said, watch replays. Awesome. Glad you watched the replays, man. I appreciate the support. What's your favorite Eddie Murphy movies? So I would probably say like The Nutty Professor. God, I'm trying to think. There's so many Eddie Murphy movies. Beverly Hills Cop. I haven't seen Coming to America yet. He's great in Trading Places. I don't love the movie all that much. Shit. I know there's so many Eddie Murphy movies that I just can't think of off the top of my head. But Nutty Professor's like number one for me. I love that movie. It still holds up too. I watched it last year with my kids, and it was a little language heavy for kids, more than I remembered. But it's weird. It's like I was 10 and I remember watching that movie and being perfectly fine. But then when I watch it with my kids and like some of the jokes that he makes in there, and he drops the F-bomb at one point, lots of swearing, but I still love the movie. I think it's great. Tom and Jerry was pure trash. I apologize to anyone who liked it. You don't have to apologize to me because I didn't like it that much. Jeff's Assassin is here. Have you ever been to any horror conventions? I have not, man. When it comes to conventions, I just haven't been to a whole lot of them. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I don't get a lot in my area, and I don't really have a lot of opportunities to drive like 3-4 hours away to go to a convention. So never really felt the need to. I'm definitely open to it and might be excited to do it in the future sometime, maybe kind of incorporate it into the channel. That might be kind of cool. But no, I live in like a rural area in Kentucky, and it's like we don't get anything like even close to around here. Yes, Rev's 4K straight trash. So you watched it 4K. Did you watch it with your kids? And were your kids just as disappointed as mine were? Because they didn't like the movie either. And for me, like if you make a kids movie and it's not even fun for kids, what the hell is the point? What is the point of it all? But yeah, that's just my thoughts. So before we continue, guys, I'm about ready to show off my Blu-ray collection. If you can like the stream, I would definitely appreciate it if you hit that like button. If you're watching the replay, hit the like button as well. Comment down below, anything you want to comment. Just a comment's always nice. Kind of just lets me know that you guys are out there, you're watching, you care. I appreciate it. Sometimes it feels like I'm just talking into the void, and I see people watching it, but it's like I don't get anything back, and I just appreciate it sometimes if you guys want to comment back every now and then, show some support. So yeah, guys, this is let's see. I tried to turn on my phone here for a second. So all right, let's go ahead and show off this Blu-ray haul for the month of February. Hold on, I got a couple more things down here. Rev 4K says, 4K, I like your style. Yes, my 3-year-old asked me to turn it off. That's when my kid just immediately got bored, like in the first 20 minutes, and started running around and doing laps around the living room. So it's a pretty awful movie for sure. Jose Sanchez says, what are your thoughts on Breakdown with Kurt Russell? I've never seen it, Jose, so I'm very sorry. I have not seen it. I did see it at a Dollar General, though, one time, so that was cool. Let's see. Rev 4K says, my 5-year-old hated it. Yeah, it's not a good movie. If you can't even make a kids movie like good for kids, and I've heard that argument, I'm like, well, maybe kids will enjoy it. And no, they don't. My kids don't. Your kids don't. Oh, Rebecca's here. Hey, Kenny, I made it to your live. Yay. I'm happy you're here, Rebecca. I work with Rebecca. I've been having more and more people that I work with pop into my live streams lately, and it's really cool. So glad you can make it out here. Sam the man said, Ken, have you seen the Sia movie called Music? No, but I heard it's pretty damn bad. So I don't know if I'll get around to watching that one. I don't like putting myself through that kind of torture, like willingly, like knowingly, if I know it's going to be really terrible. But I've heard sometimes though, when a movie's like really bad, it is kind of entertaining to watch. Maybe, and I've heard it's like room levels bad, so it might be interesting. But I'm definitely not going to pay any kind of money to watch it. Gotcha, like Brosive. Thanks, Jose. You're my brosive too, man. I appreciate it. Hey there, horror fans. It's your buddy Phil here. It's our resident horror expert fan, Phil's Creepy Videos. Go subscribe to Phil's Creepy Videos. He does some awesome live streams in the morning, like different than everybody else. Most everybody does live streams at night. Phil does them like right at the beginning of the day, and it's awesome. It's an awesome way to wake up sometimes in the morning, hanging out with Phil and his horror collection. Jose Sanchez says, damn, I was looking forward to Tom and Jerry. Well, man, I don't mean to, put you off of it. You might enjoy it. Who knows? Film is subjective. Everybody sees it different. You might enjoy it. I didn't, but you might, and that's okay if you do. Emoji Movie is better than Tom and Jerry. Really? I haven't seen Emoji Movie because I didn't want to put myself through that kind of torture again. Thoughts on Mimic. So is that that's the Guillermo del Toro directed movie, right? He directed that one. That one came out in 1997. Is that the one you're referring to with I forget her name, Mira Suvari? Is that the one who was at Romy from Romy and Michelle's high school reunion? Pretty sure that she was in that. All right, let me take a drink real quick. All right, guys. So let's see. Rebecca said, my daughter loved the Emoji Movie. Well, at least it's a movie that's good for kids. I can guarantee you that she probably won't like Tom and Jerry, but you can try it. You can try it. All right, let's show off my Blu-ray haul for the month of February real quick. I'll kind of go through it kind of at a brisk pace. So I grabbed The Thing, which is a Mill Creek release. This is the 2011 Thing. And it was on sale for like $6.99 or something. So I went ahead and grabbed it because I hadn't seen it and I heard some decent things about it. Of course, it's not as good as John Carpenter's masterpiece from 1982, but I've heard some decent things about this one and I do want to check it out at some point. And I do really like Mill Creek. So I got the Thing for $7. Goodbye. The next one, guys, is Do the Right Thing, the Steelbook. So I've done a giveaway on the show. I've done an unboxing of this on my channel as well. So definitely a cool release. I love this Steelbook. I talk about it a lot. I don't really buy Steelbooks as much as I used to, but the freaking artwork on this one is so incredible. And the fact that Target did it, who doesn't really do a lot of Steelbooks. Like Best Buy is the king of Steelbooks, but Target did it. And it's a completely awesome Steelbook that I love, and I'm happy to have it in my collection for sure. And let's see, I got The Aviator, Martin Scorsese film. These next three films I got at a thrift store for like $4, I think, a piece, something like that. I think they were both $5.99, and then I got one free, something like that. So The Aviator on Blu-ray. I got 310 to Yuma on Blu-ray as a part of that package. I got Armageddon, of course, a classic. Remember Armageddon from last week, the disaster film tournament, which if you guys haven't checked out, definitely go back and check that out. It was awesome. Awesome time with all of you guys. We're going to have to do more of those tournament type things in the future because that was really fun, just like different genres and things that we could play around with. But I believe Armageddon got pretty high up in the ranking, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't it get to like the final round? Wasn't it this versus Twister or something? Did it win? Did it win? Did Armageddon win? I feel like it might have won now that I say that. So I also got Wild at Heart with Nick Cage and Laura Dern. Haven't got a chance to check this out yet, but it's another David Lynch film that I wanted to own. I'll flip this around just to kind of show you all the Shout Factory cover art. All right, yeah, really cool, beautiful cover art by Shout Factory. We also got a classic comedy from 2004, Dodgeball. I love this movie. I haven't seen it in forever. I need to watch it again. Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, hilarious. All right, let's see. Independence Day won the tournament. Did it? Yeah, it did. I remember that now. I remember that. I thought Armageddon won at first. I was second guessing myself. So the cool thing about this is only $5 at Best Buy. And also with this one, the Green Mile, I don't know if your Best Buys in your areas might have this for $5, but mine did. And this is going for like $20 online for the Blu-ray. You can get this the cheapest if you buy it with a Shawshank Redemption and a double pack for $10. But this was only $5. So that was a great deal. I just watched this back in January. freaking excellent movie. Love it. All right, the next one that I've been meaning to watch and I haven't. I don't know how I can't carve out 55 minutes to watch this movie, but The Host from RLJE I purchased for $10 on Amazon when it came out earlier this month. I think this came out this month, or maybe it was last month. I don't know. I love that RLJE is doing reversible cover art, though. I think that is really, really cool for sure. Let's see. I also got Wrong Turn, the new Wrong Turn. I could talk about this for a second. I was going to do like a review on my channel. I'm actually going to give away the digital code for this release at the end of the stream. So if you want to stay all the way to the end, I will be giving away the digital code for Wrong Turn. So to me, like the Wrong Turn series, I don't really like hold it up like in as highest esteem as like some of the other iconic slasher franchises. To me, this is a slasher franchise that came out in the early 2000s, and horror wasn't really popping to me like in the 2000s. You had like Hostel and Saw, the Wrong Turn franchise. The first one is fun. I never really considered it a classic or like a great horror movie or anything. It's fun for what it is, but it's basically like The Hills Have Eyes in the Woods or something. So like I didn't see any of the sequels. There's like 6 sequels or 5 sequels or however many there is. So I went into this just with an open mind, and I actually really enjoyed this movie. I don't think it's as good as some people were praising it to be, but I think it takes a little bit to get going. I like the first 40, 45 minutes for what it is, but I think it takes some really interesting turns, some unique turns for this franchise. And that last hour, that probably is what I really enjoy about the film, is the last hour and just all the weird like stuff they do with like civilizations and stuff, like old school civilizations in the woods. These people that have been living there for years, they basically built a civilization. They've been there since like the 1800s or something in the woods. So it's a cool concept that is completely different. It's a complete departure from the films from the early 2000s. So I like this movie. I liked it. I did like it. I didn't think it was great, but I liked it. The next one that I got is Random Acts of Violence, which I have not watched yet. This is a badass slipcover. Like if I'll admit it right now. I blind bought this based off the badass slipcover alone because it's really cool. And it's got Jay Baruchel in it, Jordana Brewster. So it's got a cool cast. So I'm interested in watching this. I really don't know anything about it. Haven't heard any reviews. I don't even know what the story is. I didn't read the synopsis. So gonna watch this one soon. And yeah, check that one out for sure. This next one is, I just did a video on this on Friday. I think I dropped it where I unboxed all of these and kind of shown them in greater detail, but I'll just show them off to you guys again because it's a part of the Blu-ray haul. I got Slumber Party Massacre. I got The Fun House. So somebody corrected me on the video I made Friday, because I also I said that I had the remake, the DVD of it, which is called Funhouse, and I thought Funhouse was a remake of The Funhouse, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's 2 different things. Or no, the remake is called, or the other movie is called Funhouse Massacre. Apparently they're 2 different movies, but it's kind of the same thing, at least to me. In my mind, Funhouse Massacre is a remake of The Funhouse. I'm gonna live in that world. I also got Wes Craven's movie Shocker, which is just shocking. Just look at that cover. So shocking right there. I also got Black Christmas, which is a freaking amazing horror movie from the 70s. And to a lot of people, this was one of the very first slashers. It predates Halloween. And a lot of people say that Halloween drew a lot of inspiration from that movie. And I also got Night of the Comet right here. I should have showed all the Blu-rays like this. Should have just right in front of the screen very slowly. What the hell is that? I just noticed that guy on the back. I'm going to show him real close. Hopefully you guys see him. That thing's kind of scary. I got to check that out. I got to check that one out. So I got 16 titles in total. I got 1 4K with Do the Right Thing, and I got 15 Blu-rays. So not the most impressive haul for the month. Hopefully I come back a little bit stronger, but there was a lot of weeks where there really wasn't a whole lot. And I didn't feel like buying Elysium on 4K because I have the Blu-ray and I haven't even watched that yet. So yeah, hopefully March is a better month for collecting. I think that it will be. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out in March. So definitely stay tuned to that. But what did you guys pick up as far as new Blu-rays and stuff in February? Leave it in the chat. We'll talk about it. Let's see. Sam the Man said, I like the Thing 2011 movie, but it's not as good as the original. Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it at some point. Jose Sanchez says, love the Green Mile artwork. Yeah, it is great artwork. Great artwork for sure. Rebecca says, The Green Mile is one of my favorite movies. Yeah, can you believe I just watched it for the first time last month? The movie blew my mind. Gave it a 10 out of 10. I love the movie. Loved it. Sam the Man said, the Wrong Turn sequels are not good. I've heard horrible things that they're not good. So definitely. Jose Sanchez says, none of the Wrong Turns beat the original one, at least to me, although the reboot isn't bad. Awesome. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the reboot. The one criticism that I might tend to agree with on it is that it's really nothing like the Wrong Turn movies. And like anyway, like, yeah, they get lost in the woods, but they don't even take a wrong turn. Like that's their destination. That's where they're going. They're just in a town and they go hike up the woods. So to me, it's, I don't know. It didn't need to be called Wrong Turn. It could have been called like, I don't know, Civilizations in the Woods or whatever that civilization was called. I think it was called like The Foundation or something. Maybe they could have called it The Foundation. That would have been a good title, but didn't need to be called Wrong Turn. AJ Reacts 2 says, yo, Ken, just stopping by to say hi. What is your favorite pickup of the month? Out of all of these, I'd probably say my favorite is the Do the Right Thing Steelbook because I think it's an amazing steelbook. Sam the Man says, hey, AJ, Willy's Wonderland for Best Picture. We only hope. Now, would that count for this year's Best Picture or is that next year's Best Picture? I don't know. That would be interesting, though, if Willy's Wonderland won Best Picture. I think it might. Hey, we got Borat that's competing in the Best Picture category. If Borat gets nominated like in the Oscars for Best Picture, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. It's crazy. I mean, Borat was an okay comedy, but it has no business in any kind of Best Picture category. But then again, the category it's nominated in has like music in it. Hamilton. What else is in there? It's a bunch of movies. Hamilton's not even a movie. Wasn't it just like a filmed stage play? Like, how does that get nominated for any awards? It's not a movie. Wait, is it a movie? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. It just doesn't feel like a movie. What's up, AJ? Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, man? In my opinion, though, King of the Staten Island kind of got snubbed a little bit. I think that King of the Staten Island should have been in the running there. So I picked up on Scream Factory. Awesome, man. Yeah, that Love is in the Scare Sale was pretty good. Did you watch the Wrong Turn reboot? I did watch the Wrong Turn reboot. I just talked about it a little bit briefly. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I really enjoyed it. All right, let's see if they've done any updates to these Golden Globes things. All right, so we've got a couple new winners. Josh O'Connor for The Crown. Minari won Best Picture Foreign Language. Is that a surprising win? Is that a foreign language film? Is that a foreign language film? I did not know that. Yeah, I would have thought Another Round would have won. I thought that was the front runner. So, and The Crown won Best Drama Series. Okay. Interesting. And we can kind of go back and forth all night, maybe just kind of update as we go. So, AJ React says Hamilton is not a movie. I didn't think so either. I didn't watch it because I was going to watch it. I was like excited to watch it. And then I came home from work and I was going to watch it. And it was like 3 hours. So I said, I'll watch it some other time. And I just never got around to doing it. Jose Sanchez says, I picked up on Scream Factory, Ghost Ship, Vampires, Candyman, Sleepwalkers, Silver Bullet, Valentine, Slumber Party Massacre, Wrong Turn 2021. Awesome, man. I do want Ghost Ship and Vampires. I want both of those. Sleepwalkers, I've heard pretty awful things about that one, right? It's not very good, is what I've heard. Silver Bullet, I watched last year, the Scream Factory. That's an amazing cover on that one, and I haven't watched it yet. Valentine, also an amazing cover. I do own that. I bought that one when it came out. Ghost Ship, I wish I would have bought when it came out because I feel like if I buy it now, it's not going to come with the slipcover, and that would That would hurt my feelings if that happened. My Bloody Valentine, 13-hour steelbook, freaky. Awesome pickups, man. Awesome pickups. So we can talk about WandaVision for a second before I get into my ranking of all the movies I watched in February. Right? I think that's what I'm trying to think if I had anything else planned. So yeah, WandaVision episode 8. Look, this to me was the definition. And let me put this up. I know some people are sensitive. I don't want anybody to get spoiled. So I have a little spoiler warning right here. WandaVision episode 8 spoilers, maybe, is what I'm. So I don't want to accidentally leak anything when I'm talking. So I'm just going to talk about it very briefly because I'm going to be on the Basic Entertainment channel tomorrow talking about WandaVision a little bit more in depth. So you guys can come over there to check out my full thoughts. So this was the first episode to me that it's probably my least favorite. It's probably my least favorite. I understand it does a lot and establishes a lot and goes back and tries to tell all this backstory. To me, this is like the definition of like filler. This is all stuff that I didn't really feel like I needed. I didn't feel like I needed them to explain what they did in this way. To kind of go all the way back through her growing up in Sokovia and the fact that she grew up with these sitcoms and that's the inspiration for what she did. And it's like all that stuff I kind of just pieced together myself. I don't know if I needed an entire episode kind of covering that. And it felt a lot like A Christmas Carol or something, like It's a Wonderful Life. Like freaking Catherine Hahn was like the ghost of Christmas past. This was just a filler episode. And at the end of the episode, it does like what I hate these kind of episodes for what they do. You end up right back in the same spot that you started in. It's basically Catherine Hahn and Wanda at odds. Or what's Catherine Hahn's name? What is her name? Agatha. I can't think of her name. Agatha Christie. No, that's Arthur. So you end up right back in the same spot. They're arguing again. They're at odds again, and then we're set up for the next episode, which I'm assuming in the next episode something's actually going to happen. So, but yeah, this was a filler episode to me in a way that the first two, some people would call those filler. The first three, I thought those did a really good job of like putting some pieces together, setting some pieces up for you to discover later on, kind of just setting you up in this world, kind of getting you familiar with what was going on in this world, and just setting you up for like the tone and what kind of show this is going to be. So I thought they laid a lot of good groundwork on those first 3 episodes, and I was intrigued and I was interested in the mystery. Now we're getting to the part in the show where the mystery is being unveiled, and I'm very conflicted, or revealed, and I'm very conflicted on just how I feel about all those pieces kind of coming together and how they're coming together and how they're coming out now. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I'm a little conflicted. I've always enjoyed the show. I've enjoyed the show all the way up until the very end of episode 7 when they did the reveal of who was really behind it or whatever. And then in this episode, they kind of like go back on that a little bit, and then it's like, well, she wasn't really behind it. It was still Wanda. I don't know. It just felt kind of inconsistent to me. It's my least favorite episode. And AJ says Agatha Harkness episode 8 was my favorite episode. Okay. See how things can be different sometimes, AJ. To me, episode 5 is still my favorite. That was an incredible episode of television. Yeah, I paid $28 for Ghost Ship at FYE. I'm thinking because of the slipcover. That's actually not a bad price. I think it goes for like $28 on Amazon. So that I would think at FYE, if it goes for like $28 on Amazon, it would go for like $65 at FYE. They always mark their shit way up. Patrick Coran said, "Did you like 3 from Hell?" I actually did kind of like 3 from Hell. I did kind of. I'm sorry for the but I'm trying to piece together my thoughts on that movie. I like House of a Thousand Corpses. I like Devil's Rejects. It's been years since I've seen either one, but I remember liking them both quite a bit. So when I went to watch 3 from Hell, I almost forgot everything that happened in those 2 movies. But just as a standalone movie with those characters and just the story, I enjoyed the movie. And you guys know, like, if anybody's been around this channel, anybody's been around me for any length of time, you know how I feel about Rob Zombie's Halloween. I hate it. It's my least favorite movie ever made. And But I do like the what's it called? The Firefly family trilogy, I guess is what you would call it. So yeah, I like that film. I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get into every single movie that I watched in the month of February. So, I'm going to, well, first we'll see if there's any updates in the Golden Globes real quick. See if there's any updates. Doesn't seem to be any updates, not yet. So, all right, so we're going to go into, I'm going to remove this from the stream. And if anybody wants to bring up what they watched in February, if anybody had any first time watches, like you watched them for the very first time, you enjoyed it, anything that came out in the month of February, anything that came out in the past couple of months, if you want to call that out, if you watched it for the first time, what did you think of it? And we can talk about it. But a lot of those will probably show up in my list because I actually watched a lot of movies that came out in February, and then some movies that are older films. So, and I'll kind of explain why I watched all of them as well, because every movie that I watch has a story attached to it. So let's see. So I'm first going to go through every one of these movies. And let me take this WandaVision spoiler down. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But I'm going to go through every one of these movies that I watched. And the date next to it isn't necessarily the date I watched it, but it's the date I logged it. So I'm going to take you through all these movies. I think I watched like 27. And then I'm going to go to my list, my ranking list, which I have on here. And I'm going to rank them all. So the first movie I watched was The White Tiger, which was like a holdover from January. So I tried to get that one in January, but couldn't quite do it. I watched it like on January or February the 1st. And I thought it was okay. I gave it a 2.5 stars. I thought it had an interesting direction shift in the like the middle portion of it. It was really goofy starting off, and then something like really serious and traumatic happens like halfway through it, and it kind of changes the course of the film and just like what it is. So I did think that was interesting. Other than that, it was kind of mediocre. Cinema Paradiso, I watched the Arrow 4K that I have. I enjoyed that film quite a bit, even though I'll admit that I really only liked the first half, like when he was a kid, and interactions with that older man. So I have a whole review of that on my channel if you guys want to check that out, my more in-depth thoughts. But I give it a 4 out of 5, so I did enjoy the movie. When Harry Met Sally, you'll probably see featured pretty high on my ranking because this is a first-time watch for me. Just kind of getting some rom-coms in for the Valentine's Day season. And I enjoy this movie. To me, like, this is the basis for like what every single rom-com since this movie came out has been based on. They've tried to live up to what Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal accomplished in When Harry Met Sally. Just some entertaining dialogue. It's so well written. Such great performances. The chemistry between Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan is just off the charts insane. And yeah, this movie is freaking incredible. I loved it. It holds up. It feels incredibly relevant. It feels like a movie that could have been made today. The only difference is, the lack of technology, and they're not on cell phones and stuff, but it feels like a movie you could have came out this month and everybody would be raving about it. It just feels so incredibly relevant to today. So I love that movie. The Public Enemy was a movie from 1931 that I watched. I don't know why I've got my heart set on just watching as many movies from the 1930s as I can. The Public Enemy is a pretty fun gangster movie. I enjoyed it. That kind of established a lot of tropes that you would see in later gangster films. Malcolm and Marie was okay. I thought they were really good performances. The writing wasn't the best. The cinematography was awesome. I'm a sucker for black and white aesthetic, so I did enjoy it for that aspect, but overall, it's not a great film. It definitely didn't live up to the hype that I was hoping it would, but there was some good performances in there. I enjoyed aspects of it. But if I want to watch two people argue, it's like my life. I lived that already. Not quite to that extreme, but it's like watching a couple argue, and it's like I've had arguments with my wife before, and I don't need to see that on screen for like 2 hours. Bloody Hell, I watched. It's a horror movie that I think came out in January. But I watched it this month. I thought it was okay. I heard some like rave reviews for this. I didn't think it was that good. I didn't think it quite lived up to that level of hype. So yeah, I didn't enjoy that one that much. Have a review for that on the channel as well, along with another movie I'm going to talk about in a second. Dirty Dancing is overrated. I'll just say that. I did give it a 3.5 out of star or 3.5 stars out of 5. I enjoyed the movie, but it's overrated. It just is. What it felt like to me, and somebody pointed something out later on. What it felt like to me was like a Friday the 13th movie, just with no Jason and no killing. But just like the camp setting and just like the acting and the performances and the way everybody interacted, it just felt like a campy slasher film from the 80s. And it didn't, instead of ending with like a grand bloody finale, it ended with Patrick Swayze lifting Jennifer Grey over his head and dancing around a ballroom. So it was okay. Bliss was a pile of piss. So that wasn't that good. Framing Britney Spears. You guys have to watch this movie or this documentary. It was super good, and it recontextualizes everything that you may have thought about this pop star from the 90s and the early 2000s, just as far as her, everybody framing her as kind of like the crazy person, the crazy star. She freaked out. She shaved her head. She freaking attacked a window with an umbrella. And it kind of just, I don't know, it makes you think about things in a different way. It makes you think about how you treat people, how you talk about people. And it's a really, really eye-opening documentary that I recommend everybody watch. Even if you didn't grow up in the 90s and the early 2000s like I did and grow up in that era and remember how big of a freaking star she was, it's still an interesting documentary, just the themes that it tackles. Psycho Gorman. That was a fun movie. I gave that a 3.5 out of 5. I also reviewed that along with Bloody Hell on my channel, kind of like a double review, so you guys can check that out if you want to. I don't really know what to say about it. It's really goofy. It's really campy. It feels like an episode of Power Rangers, but it's also like real bloody and gory. So yeah, it's an interesting movie. I'm Your Woman was on Hulu, starring Miss Maisel. I can't remember the actress. I think Rachel Brosnan is her name. That is bland as F. I didn't enjoy that one at all. Hillbilly Elegy. That's the one that everybody has shit on since it came out and said that it sucked. And I'll admit it's a very traditional Ron Howard film. It feels like a movie that would have done really well in the 90s. But I thought it had some really good performances. I thought Amy Adams was really good. Glenn Close is phenomenal in the movie. The guy that plays the boy and the older guy, I didn't think was that good, but not that good of an actor, either one, the kid or the older guy. But Amy Adams and Glenn Close are both really great. To All the Boys, Always and Forever, really generic teen CW-esque movie. That was, to be honest, like I liked the first one in that series. The last two were just like CW quality. The Map of Tiny Perfect Little Things, same thing. CW type story that tries to be Palm Springs, like a little teeny bopper version of it. And it doesn't fail completely. I think it's got good things to it. I think the ending is kind of strong. Catherine Newton does a really good job, but I didn't like the kid actor in the movie. Judas and the Black Messiah. That's a really good movie. It's a damn good movie. Shades of Malcolm X in that film right there. I did enjoy it awful lot. Daniel Kaluuya, like I said, deserves Best Supporting Actor, if not Best Lead Actor. Like he was in that movie quite a bit, and I could see him being a lead in that movie. So yeah, that's a really great movie. It's not a masterpiece. There are some flaws there, but I thought it was really great. Willy's Wonderland is really goofy, and you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. I came away from it liking it. I enjoyed it. Nomadland I watched next, and that movie is I damn near gave that movie a 10 out of 10, and I rarely do that for new movies. I enjoyed it that much. The score, the cinematography, the performances, just everything in that movie came together. The direction, like I said, Chloe Zhao absolutely deserves best direction or for this movie. 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd, almost a 10 on my IG review. I love Nomadland. Great movie. Love and Monsters, really fun adventure movie, kind of going back to like the old school 90s, 80s, 90s adventure type movies. It had some shades of Zombieland in there as well. So I really enjoyed that movie for what it was. I Care a Lot was a movie that got a lot of hype. I didn't enjoy that much. It kind of felt like the same. I kind of felt the same way about it as I did Promising Young Woman. I just didn't really enjoy the characters that much. I recognized that they were given some good performances, but I didn't really enjoy the characters all that much. So I gave it a 3 out of 5. There were some good parts. Peter Dinklage was pretty good in it as kind of like the mafia boss, but sorry, I take a little bit of a drink. Other than that, it wasn't that great. So next up, we got They Live. Gave that a 4 out of 5 stars. Of course, that is an iconic classic film. Hold on a second. Put my glasses on. I came here to chew bubblegum and kick some ass, and I am all that of bubblegum. It's a great movie. It's an iconic movie. I think I'm going to wear these sunglasses for the rest of the stream. What do you guys think about that? Let's see. Jose Sanchez says, LOL, they are overpriced, but they got rare films. Patrick Coran said, did you watch the Playmobil movie? No, I did not. Jose Sanchez says, I saw as first watches was The Exorcist 3, Hateful Eight, extended version, Troy director's cut. Yeah, I need to watch The Exorcist 3. I've heard really good things about that one. Not so much about The Exorcist 2, but I've definitely heard some great things about The Exorcist 3. The Little Things, which wasn't bad. It was pretty bland and mediocre. It wasn't bad though. Willy's Wonderland, which I loved. Other than the fact that he doesn't speak, yeah, that was a weird kind of thing to put in the movie. Sleepless in Seattle. That's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. Let's see, Jay and Silent Bob reboot, which was hilarious. I did enjoy that one quite a bit. The Croods, A New Age, which, I thought it was okay. I thought The Croods, A New Age was okay, which kind of surprised me a little bit because I did not expect to like The Croods, A New Age all that much because I haven't even seen the first one. But I thought it was a fun kids movie. Certainly better than another kids movie I'll talk about here in a second. Collateral, Michael Mann film from 2004. Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx reviewed that on the channel over the weekend. You can go see my thoughts on that, but I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Wrong Turn got a 3 out of 5 star, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Did enjoy that one. Super Bad. For some reason, one night last week, I was in a mood for some random comedies. And I watched Super Bad and I watched Sex Drive because to me, those movies go together almost perfectly as far as like teen raunchy comedies from like not the early 2000s, but like the late 2000s. I think Super Bad came out 2007, Sex Drive 2008. Tom and Jerry was bad. Greenland was such a good disaster film. Love that movie. 4 out of 5 stars. So let's go ahead and go into my ranking real quick, if I can pull that up. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Croods 2 was hilarious too. Jose Sanchez said, God, Collateral is a classic to me. Cruise and Fox are great. Love some Michael Mann. Yeah, he's a great director, man. He's made some great movies. All right, so even though you already seen the top, we'll start at the bottom. Tom and Jerry, definitely number 27. That was the worst movie I saw all month. I don't know. I don't even know what Chloe Grace Moretz is doing in that movie. I know she's got to get paid, but come on, Chloe. You got to do better than that. Michael Pena, the same thing. Like I don't know. It was a movie it's a Tom and Jerry movie. Again, they do this all the time with these type of movies. They want to inject human characters and they want to try to make them the focal point of the story. And it's like, we come there to watch Tom and Jerry. We don't care about these fucking random human characters. And Tom and Jerry's in it for like maybe 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. Bliss with Owen Wilson and Salma Hayek. I thought they were good together. Other than that, the story was it was kind of cool the way they set it up, but I don't know. It just didn't really go anywhere and I didn't enjoy it. Bloody Hell is, like I said, it was overhyped to me a little bit too much, and it came off like a cheap DVD Walmart bin horror movie to me. So I didn't enjoy that one. I'm Your Woman, which Rachel Brosnan, that is number 24. So didn't enjoy that movie. White Tigers 23. Map of Tiny Perfect Little Things 22. To All the Boys I Loved Before is 21. Like I said, these movies aren't like terrible or anything. They're just really mediocre and bland. I just didn't enjoy watching them. Willy's Wonderland is completely ridiculous, but it's fun. Malcolm and Marie, there's some good qualities to it, but yeah, number 19. Dirty Dancing is 18. It's an iconic movie, and I know that what some of you are asking, how could you put Psycho Goreman and Wrong Turn over Dirty Dancing? It's a classic. I don't know. It's my list. Like I said, this is a weird list because I'm putting all these movies together. Hillbilly Elegy is number 15. I Care a Lot is number 14. The Croods is number 13. Like I said, I enjoyed The Croods way more than I thought I would. It's a fun animated movie. I did enjoy it. Sex Drive is number 12. Public Enemy was number 11. Cinema Paradiso is number 10. And again, guys, you're saying, how could you put a Britney Spears documentary above a beloved Italian classic of cinema? Because I just did. And I enjoyed framing Britney Spears a lot. So Collateral is number 8. They Live is number 7. Love and Monsters is number 6. Greenland was my number 5. Judas and the Black Messiah, my number 4. This is where it got a little tricky for me because Superbad's like an all-time favorite comedy. It's an all-time favorite comedy, but I watched it this month for probably the 50th time. And it's not as impactful, even though I love it, it's not as impactful on the 50th time as, say, when Harry Met Sally was the first time I watched it. So for the purpose of this month, even though Harry Met Sally, if I did a comedy list, Superbad might come in front of that. I would say for the purpose of this month in this list, as far as what I enjoyed, I'm going to put When Harry Met Sally above Superbad. Not because I think it's a better movie necessarily, but because I did enjoy it more than Superbad, at least watching it this month. Nomadland, to me, the clear number 1 for this month. It is a masterpiece of a movie. It's the best movie I've seen since 1917. Loved that movie a lot, actually. So, all right, guys. We are back here. What have we got? What have you guys watched in the month of February? I got to watch me Greenland. Greenland was very awesome. Very awesome. So if you guys are just now coming in, you're asking, why am I wearing sunglasses? Well, it's because I talked about They Live, and I feel like I got to put sunglasses on when I talk about They Live. And yeah, so I'll take them off because I'm not talking about They Live anymore. And I'll put my regular glasses on. And I'm back. 4K Media is here. He said, what's up, mid-level? What is up, 4K Media? Millhouse Monster Squad should be number 1. Happy Sunday, Ken. I have not watched Monster Squad yet, Mills, and I don't know when I will. Maybe some kind of a watch party is in order. Maybe some kind of watch party for Monster Squad somewhere down the line. But since it's been built up to this point, I can't watch it because then I'm going to kill the joke, and I got to keep the joke going as long as I can. 4K Media guy says, is Greenland worth a pickup? I think it is. If you haven't seen it yet, I think it's definitely worth a pickup. I think it's worth $20. I haven't picked it up yet because I watched it already. I already spent $6 on it to rent it. I wish I would have just went ahead and bought it because it's freaking awesome. So as of right now, I'm going to wait for probably a price drop till it goes down to like 15 or $10 or something, maybe like Black Friday, because I don't really see myself, as much as I liked it, I don't see myself watching it again, probably before this December. So I'll wait till it goes on sale and I'll pick it up for like $10. But if you've never seen it, yeah, I would say absolutely. It's worth a pickup. I think it's worth $20. I got to see Love and Monsters. I haven't seen the preview yet. So Love and Monsters is really fun. It was a really fun movie from last year that I didn't really hear a lot of hype for when it was out. I only recently started hearing that hype when it was going into the physical media release. So definitely interesting. They Live. I gotta see it again. Yeah, that's a movie that I watched. I watched it for the first time in 2019. I think it was a part of my 31 Days of Horror for that month, and I reviewed it on my Instagram. I enjoyed it then, but I did think it was a little overrated. It was a little overhyped for me, and I didn't enjoy it as much. This time I watched it again. I liked it a little bit more. I enjoyed a little bit more about it. I especially enjoyed that scene where they're fighting. In the alley for like 20 minutes straight. As a wrestling fan, I enjoy a good street fight. So let's see. Millhouse says yes, haha. Millhouse says I can't argue with that. The end of They Live right before the credits is hilarious. Yeah, it is. It really is. Sam the Man says great ranking, Ken. Well, thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. 4K Media Guy says They Live has one of the longest fight scenes. It's ridiculous how long that fight scene goes on. It's like halfway into it, and I'm like, are they serious right now? Like, what the fuck are they doing? They did that strictly because they knew they had Roddy Piper, and they had to put some kind of a fight scene in it, or wrestling match, or whatever the hell they did, street fight. They had to because they had Roddy Piper. That would not have been in there if Roddy was not in the film. Just put the glasses on. Okay, I'll put the glasses back on. You want me to put the glasses back on? I'll put the glasses back on. All right, so I just saw the words "obey" come up on my wall across the room. That was kind of weird. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna pull up the Golden Globes again. I don't know if anybody's interested in that, but I am, so I'm gonna do it. And then after that, we'll probably end the stream here. We'll probably end the stream here shortly. I'll promote some of the stuff I got going on this week on the channel. And let's see. All right. Did it change? Did anything change? All right. We got a few stuff here. So we got Jodie Foster won for Best Supporting Actress in The Martyrian. See, I just heard about this movie like within the last couple of days. I don't even know what the hell it is. Yeah, Jodie Foster is apparently back acting again, and she won a Golden Globe. So good for Jodie. Good for Jodie. Gillian Anderson won for The Crown. That is interesting. Anya Taylor-Joy. Good. I like that win. The Queen's Gambit, Best Actress, Television Motion Picture. She deserves it. She was great in that show. The Queen's Gambit won Best TV Limited Series. Definitely well deserved. That was a great show for sure. That was a great show. Most definitely. 4K Media Guy says, one question, is Aliens confirmed for a 4K release? Some say yes and some say no. So it's not like officially confirmed. But it's being like heavily rumored, and it's being reported on by like actual legitimate websites. Like Bloody Disgusting had it. I forget what the name was when I did the video last week of that other website. But it's like credible sources that are saying that they are working on 4K transfers right now. It's not officially announced. They say it's coming in 2022. There's no release dates. The cover art that I showed in the video that I did last week is not real actual cover art. I'm sure it's going to change by the time that we get to it, because that cover art, I know a lot of people were not big fans of it. It did really look like a Rise of Skywalker, like a traditional, like an Infinity War artwork. But yeah, that's not official artwork. Could it be the artwork? Yeah, it could, but it's not the actual official artwork for that release. But with that, guys, we are going to end this edition of Ken's Movie Experience. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight to check out the stream. If you're watching the replay, comment down below whatever you watched in the month of February. What did you pick up in the month of February? I kind of did an entire Blu-ray roundup tonight of everything that I picked up. So what I'm going to do, guys, because I don't want to forget, you guys get on me sometimes when I forget to give away the digital codes. So I'm giving away Wrong Turn, the digital code for that. Let me take this off here. Look at me. I'm a freaking amateur here. So I'm going to give away the digital code for Wrong Turn right here on the stream. All you have to do is answer this very simple question, and that is, what was my What was my number 4 film that I watched in the month of February? On my ranking, what was my number 4 film that I watched in the month of February? If you can answer that, you will win the copy of Wrong Turn. And it's actually a pretty good movie. It's actually a pretty good movie that you'll probably enjoy. So while you guys are answering that, going to go ahead and promote a few things. So last week I did a lot of stuff, put a lot of stuff on the channel last week. I had my physical media report. I had my Tuesday Blu-ray hunt. I had my Aliens 4K announcement video. Wednesday, I had the stream with my wife where we talked about our top 10 favorite TV shows of 2020. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, definitely check that out. Support that video because it was actually super fun and I enjoyed doing it with her. And we might do more in the future, so like TV-based ones. So be looking out for that. And also Thursday, I'm trying to think what I did Thursday. I didn't do a collection video last week. I was supposed to do my Steelbook collection, but I had too many things to do and I ran out of time. So I didn't get that up last week, but I will be doing my Steelbook collection this week. And then next week, I'm going to be doing my Arrow Video Criterion collection. I'm going to put both of those together. And then after that, this is kind of inspired by Daniel Otero, who's a supporter of the channel. I watched his live stream yesterday, I believe, where he showed off his entire Blu-ray collection. So for my entire Blu-ray collection, which I have a lot of Blu-rays, and this is going to be strictly Blu-rays. I've already done 4Ks. I've done Screen Factories. I've done Arrows, or I'll be doing Arrows and Criterion Steelbooks. After that, it's going to be all my just regular Blu-rays. So I'm going to do a live stream just showing off all of my entire Blu-ray collection, which should be exhausting, but also pretty fun. And it honestly might go like 3 hours if I know myself and how I like to talk when I'm talking about these movies. But to me, doing a 3-hour live stream showing off all my movies is better than me shooting a 3-hour video and then trying to go back and edit all the parts that I messed up, because I can't help myself. I just always have to do that. And then uploading it, and it's going to take at least 6 hours to upload a video of that size, if not more. So I'm just going to do the Blu-ray collection. That's going to be live. The next 2 are going to be pre-taped and put out there for you guys in traditional video form. So Thursday I did my Army of the Dead trailer reaction. I did my Screen Factory unboxings. Collateral 4K review I put out Friday night. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, I definitely appreciate you guys checking that one out. Last night I put out my thrifting vlog episode 9, which a lot of people checked out. That was a pretty good video, pretty successful video. Definitely be doing more of those soon, so definitely check that one out. Ken's Movie Experience, guys, of course, is every Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So definitely a fun time. As for this week, like I said, I'm going to be doing my Steelbook collection. There's going to be a physical media report tomorrow. I'm going to be on Basic Entertainment's channel tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about WandaVision. I'm going to be doing my Tuesday Blues Day store hunts this week. So a lot of content coming to the channel this week. I'm going to be doing a disc review this week as well. I'm going to put out a poll to kind of help me decide what I watch, because I like doing that. I like kind of leaving that up to you as to what you guys want me to watch and review. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's just a lot going on. Next week, he was in here a little bit earlier, but I'm going to have AJ on my channel just doing a Q&A. It's probably going to be like on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. Tuesday night, I think, is what we decided. So we're going to be doing that next week. So lots of cool content coming to the channel. Of course, we got 4K Corner in here. Definitely check out his Thursday night live stream where he has his epic movie battles with the movie collector community. If you guys are watching, if you're interested in taking part, hit this guy up on his YouTube, on his Instagram, and yeah, be a part of that collection movie battle, because it's awesome. I've been in 2 battles myself, and it's if you got a big collection, you'll have a better chance of winning. So definitely cool, guys. Let's see who got this. Sam the Man got Judas and the Black Messiah. Why am I not surprised, Sam, that you swooped in and you won Wrong Turn? You won Wrong Turn. Rebecca said Judas and the Black Messiah. I'm sorry, Rebecca. You didn't win it. You were just shy of winning it. Sam the Man swooped in and got it first. 4K Media Guy said, how many shelves do you have? So I've got a shelf over here. Hold on. I'll see if I can angle my computer. So I got my shelf back there. Then I got my shelf behind me. And then I got my smaller shelves over here. So I guess it's like a total of 4 shelves. These are smaller. So when I first started collecting, I got like the real small one that's right behind me. Then I got this double one that's over here. And then when I seriously started collecting, I got this bigger one behind me. And then I had to get that one last year. And I'll probably have to get another one soon. My dream is to just be encased in Blu-rays like all around this room. That is my dream. Some people have, broader, grander dreams of, becoming astronauts or firefighters or celebrities. And I just want to be trapped in a room with all of my Blu-rays and just be sitting here talking to you guys on a computer screen like a crazy person wearing sunglasses that look completely ridiculous that were from the Dollar Tree for $1. So yeah, that is my dream and I will achieve it. Revs 4K said, I left and came back and now he has sunglasses on. Look, man, this is Ken's movie experience. Anything could happen. Don't ever leave, Rev. Don't you ever leave my live stream again. I'm sorry. You can leave my live stream as long as you come back. Just finished binge watching Game of Thrones and it was great other than the final episode. Not a fan of the final episode. What did you think of the big episode? And you know what I mean. The big episode, I think it was the episode before the finale, right? Daenerys, the dragon, flying over King's Landing. Yeah, what did you think of that one? That was the divisive one. Hell yeah, Thrones. Knew you would like it. Been in 2 battles. Be honest, you lost 2 battles. Yeah, no shit. Hey, but I was in them. I can still say I was in them. It's not like I said I won the 2 battles. Yeah, I think that's what my character is going to be on the show. I'm the guy that just comes in to lose and make everybody else feel good. I'm the classic chicken shit heel. I'm gonna start cheating though. I'm gonna start cheating. I'm gonna start doing some low blows. I'm gonna start bringing in the steel chair. Yeah, I'm gonna start pulling the tights to get the roll up. It's gonna happen, and 4K is gonna help me, and it's gonna be a big turn. It's gonna be like when Vince McMahon helped Stone Cold win the title at WrestleMania 17. Isn't that right, 4K? Not weekend at Bernie's, weekend at Ken's. Get some rest, buddy. Yeah, I need some rest for sure. Chris Morrow said, I just ordered that Scream Factory Fly collection. Never seen the movie, but saw it was #1 monster movie in an article. Have you watched it? You talking about the Jeff Goldblum Fly? Because that's an incredible horror film from the 80s. Yes, love that movie. I have the set, and I haven't seen any of the other Fly movies, so I need to go watch them. At this point, I'm probably going to wait till October and watch them all. So anyways, guys, I got like 15 people in here right now. Everybody just likes to come in when I'm trying to wrap things up and end the stream, which is awesome. I'm happy to have everybody here. But let's see if you guys are in here. If you just came in here for the first time, help me out. Like the video. I would definitely appreciate a like. And, maybe you can comment on the video as well when it goes off. You guys don't know just how much that helps, and it just like helps with the mindset of the YouTuber as well, that people are actually liking and engaging with his content. So yeah, again, I always appreciate any support I get. Just you guys being in here is awesome, and I appreciate it. But also just hit that like button for me. I would definitely appreciate it. Yeah, leave me a comment, whatever you guys want to do. Chris Morrow says, so who won between me and 4K in the battle? I think I was kind of in and out of that battle, so I'm not quite sure like who answered all the questions correctly because I was getting ready for work the next day, like packing my lunch and stuff. So I don't know. The Fly collection behind your head. Yeah, it is behind my head. It's next to my Omen collection and my Friday the 13th collection. And I love those sets. Let's see. 4K said he beat you. So, yeah. He beat you, man. He beat you. I might cash in my movie battle briefcase and battle 4K movie guy. Did 4K movie guy win the battle on the first stream 4K. I can't remember if he won that or not. All right, guys. So we are going to end this stream unless somebody else has a question they want to ask me, a last minute question before we get off. But that's pretty much all I have for the night. It's been an awesome night. I showed off all of my February pickups for the month of February, all my February Blu-ray pickups for the month of February. I ranked and talked about every single movie that I watched in the month of February. I talked about WandaVision a little bit. We talked about some Golden Globes. We had a good time. We had a good time tonight, guys. I appreciate everybody joining. Please like the video. Would definitely appreciate it if you liked the video before I ended the stream. Also, comment on the video if you're watching on the replay. Let me know what you picked up in the month of February. Let me know what you watched in the month of February. Let me know your thoughts on WandaVision. And yeah, guys, I'll see you tomorrow on Ken's Physical Media Report, and then back again next Sunday for another live episode of Ken's Movie Experience. See you guys later.